Let me ask you one question. If you had 222 billion naira, would you buy one stock or spread it across 50 different stocks? Because recently, Femi Otedola did something that should make every Nigerian investor pay attention. He didn't buy a little here, a little there, a little everywhere. He bought 1.77 billion additional shares of First Holdco, worth 222.2 billion naira in a single transaction. And that pushed his total investment in First Holdco to an estimated 1.47 trillion naira. Not 1.47 billion, 1.47 trillion naira. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a news story. This is a masterclass on conviction strategy and the power of focus in investing. Let me break it down. Through his investment company, Calvados Global Services Limited, Otedola increased his stake in First Holdco from 9.99 billion shares to 11.77 billion shares. His ownership moved from 21.96% to 25.88%. This was his second massive purchase in July alone. Just days earlier, he had already bought 706 million shares worth 77.6 billion naira. So ask yourself, why would a billionaire keep buying the same company repeatedly? Because this is what professional investors do. They don't wake up every morning chasing the hottest stock on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Twitter. They research deeply, choose carefully, and then concentrate when the odds are in their favor. Now listen carefully, because this may change how you invest forever. Many retail investors have misunderstood diversification. They think diversification means buy 30 stocks, buy every IPO, buy every bank, buy every consumer stock, buy every stock someone mentions in a group chat. That is not diversification, that is portfolio clutter. Warren Buffett once said diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. Otedola made his research. He found a business that fits his investment criteria. He understood the banking sector. He understood the capital restructuring story. He understood the earnings potential. He understood the valuation opportunity, and then he loaded up. Notice something. He didn't stop at 5%. He didn't stop at 10%. He kept increasing from 22 to nearly 26. That is called conviction backed by research. Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not telling you to put your entire life savings in one stock. Otedola didn't do that. That would be reckless. But I'm telling you something equally important. Over diversification can destroy meaningful wealth creation. If you own 40 tiny positions, your best ideas can never move the needle. Imagine your strongest stock doubles, but it's only 2% of your portfolio. Your overall portfolio barely changes. Professional investors often have a focused portfolio of high conviction businesses, not a supermarket of random stocks. The key is research first, understand the business, know the risk, buy at a sensible valuation, and then give the investment time. Here's what makes this fascinating. First Holdco recently became Nigeria's most valuable banking stock by market capitalization, overtaking Zenith Bank after a powerful rally on the Nigerian exchange. So while many people were asking, has the price gone too high? Otedola was asking, has my investment thesis become stronger? Those are two completely different mindsets. Retail investors often focus on price movement. Great investors focus on business value. And there is another important point. Under Nigerian SEC rules, once a shareholder crosses 30% ownership, a mandatory takeover offer may be required. Otedola is now at 25.88. Is he going to make a mandatory takeover offer? I'm not saying so, but when I see him, I'll surely ask him for you. Meanwhile, the market is watching, investors are watching, because when a billionaire keeps committing larger amounts of capital, he is sending a signal. I am not trading this business, I'm building a position. Let me leave you with this. Wealth is rarely created by chasing everything. It is created by finding a few exceptional opportunities and staying focused long enough for compounding to work. So before you buy your next stock, ask yourself, do I own this because I understand the business, or because someone told me it will go up tomorrow? Build a strategy, stick to your strategy, avoid portfolio distractions, and remember, focus is a financial superpower. Sometimes the biggest returns comes from the courage to stay focused on your best ideas.